Hey, what's up? It's Shane with Dynamis Media, and you are tuning into the Low-Key Arcade, where we drop quarters so you don't have to. And today we're doing another Deadlock episode. Some more sandbox stuff, just showing characters I like. Today we're going to look at Shiv, who I think is pretty awesome. I really like playing Shiv. I think he's super underrated. But last video, I maxed out my stuff right away, which was probably a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm going to just do some early stuff to show you some strats I use with him. A lot of my playstyle you're going to see is probably the same. And I go with a standard build for him. I've seen some crazy builds like the on his second ability where you basically like one-shot people. And I think it's crazy, some of the cool builds that are kind of happening, right? So let's just grab us first set of items. This is default Shiv, right? I'm not browsing builds. We're just gonna do a default. This is like you just started the game, you want to try and play. They don't recommend. I don't think he's a recommended character. Let me look. He is not, and neither is Pocket, who's my favorite character, which you probably have already seen that. So let's just do our basic build. You know, these are all I think 500 a piece. So it's super important that you, when you're playing, like I didn't talk about this last time, but like if you've got like $700 or $800, even $1,000, go back and buy. Like push the wave in, get it past half point at least. Go back and get some items. I think they call that macro. Like you're working on your macros, because it's just damage over time. It's just gaining strength over time, right? So let's just talk about these abilities real quick. His first one is the serrated knives, and this is a bleed, and I think it's based off spirit damage. It won't let me go up there and look. Yeah, but it's when your rage is full though, it can hit multiple people, and it applies a slow. So it's really good. I think this is like late game, one of the best ways. So you hit them with the serrated knives, you go right into a slice and dice, which is his dash. Again, if you're full rage, the it basically double. It's like a after image, like a second version. It's like a quick slash with you. But if you shiv them, slow them down, you jump into them. I'd probably pop this first, honestly. Oh wait, no. This is the so the deferred damage is the orange health. There's nothing here that's going to do that much damage to me. But so basically, you can pop this and get your orange health back. It's pretty good. It's a little more complicated than that, but if you're at full rage, that's when it does the damage, where it blocks damage. I would pop this first with full rage, hit them with a shiv, jump in, slice and dice them. If they're still not where you can execute them, I would shoot them a couple times until their square goes red and you execute them. It's going to be hard for me to show all the abilities here. I'll try to figure out how to throw a puppet in and get that going. But his killing blow, like I think Shiv is one of the best mid-game characters, in my opinion. He's great late game, but he's super effective mid-game. Especially between the 10 and 15 minute mark. So that's when some things in the map are changing. You get different camps open up. The farm's different in lane. So when you're in lane, it does a lot, right? You're doing a lot of damage mid game with him, and you can just kind of pick people off, and that honestly turns the tide of a match. Like if you get a good pick, like let's say it's a 3-on-3 fight, and you come in as the fourth and get a good pick on one or two of the characters, it's huge. I mean, it's massive. Like you can't underestimate how like important that is. So even like looking at Pocket shotgun versus his is more controlled. It's like a dead center, so it will move back more. You see how the spread is tighter. So I always build Headhunter on a character, but I wouldn't rush Headhunter with him right away. Again, probably mid game. His right click is a like scatter shot. I think it does 4 bullets, right? Or 2. It's 2 bullets. So you're just shooting both barrels at once. Right? But if you watch his damage, he really does a ton of damage up close. Like Shiv is a monster up close. Especially with some of the items you get, like the close quarters and a couple other things, like you're really stacking damage quickly. Let's try to get some of these abilities going. So the Shiv, Shiv's good. I mean, it like I said, it just applies a bleed, right?
Gotta work on my abilities.
And it allows you to, you know, knock him down. I use his.
I'm gonna ventilate every last
like
one
a full cooldown.
First I stick him, then I finish him.
Early on, I do the same thing I do with Pocket. I stay back. I try to pick my battles, right? Try to get some quick hits in. You know, I'll launch a Shiv. You know, I shoot from a distance. Just trying to be frustrating. Depending on who I'm laning with, like if I'm not, like if someone I'm laning with has a better farming weapon, like shooting like the orbs out of the air, I might tell them, hey, I'm gonna push up and just kind of be a pain, and let them kind of, you know, not mindlessly farm, but you know, I'll be creating more of the havoc. Right? One thing with Shiv though, you have to watch. This dude eats bullets, so like you're gonna get, if you're not like quick with him and you're not practiced on your roll dash or whatever it is, like that move, you're gonna find yourself in some pretty sticky situations, especially against some of the, you know, I would say more CC focused characters like Bebop, right? He'll grab you. I mean, once you use your abilities and your roll, he knows you have a reset. He hits you, you're in trouble. One thing to do in that situation is pop your third ability, which basically stops all that orange. You see the orange damage by my health? I can consume that and get that back when I'm not at full rage. Full rage does a lot more, but
strike swiftly.
That's your dash. I use the dash to engage. I've seen some people use it to chase. I mean, it's a standard dash. I mean, it's you know, it's a dash. I mean, there's not much else I could say about that, but
let's go.
So you can get some pretty good distance. Notice I didn't hit him. I was too far away. Let me see if I can get a hit off on one of these guys.
I'll carve a path.
So you do a decent amount of damage, and there's entire builds. If that style seems interesting to you, there's a bunch of builds that actually have that. It's like centric to that like dash, and they do a boatload of damage. And I've seen them execute people. You basically dash in, throw a couple shivs, do one headshot, and you can execute them. I mean, it's nuts. Let's grab the rest of this kit.
We live in interesting times, don't we?
I don't have a. That's the problem with this mode.
You're not. You have discerning taste.
Is assertive power. So, I like the Shiv personally. It depends on what you engage with. Some people like putting this on this. You can even throw it on here. I usually do it on the Shiv because I use it the most.
Stuff that fell off the truck.
But not having these flex slots are.
Now, this isn't as you know me.
I don't know.
Anything to support the Baxter Society.
Let me see if I can throw. All right, we're gonna throw a bot in here. I don't know where they are though. Did it spawn him over here? Am I crazy? Also, he rides a zipline like a total psychopath, which is pretty cool to me. Probably gonna have to cut this out. I don't know where he went. I thought that they... Alright, well. I could have sworn they show up over here, but either way. Yeah, so like with Pocket, jeez, with Shiv, like his damage is obscene late game. I don't know if it'll let me. I need a bot to do his final move on. I'm sure someone in chat's gonna be like, or in like the comments, gonna be like, "Hey, idiot." Oh, it just glitched.
Softening him up. Where's the challenge?
That was weird. Okay, well,
Blades out.
okay, so now I have my ability. Oh no, now I'm stuck. No! That was a mistake. I made a terrible mistake. Anyways, that might be... I hope Valve is watching this. Oh my god. But, I mean, did you see how much damage that did? I mean, let's be honest, like... It does so much damage. That's just his dash.
For the pile. Let's play.
I mean, that's almost like a full wipe with all your abilities on here. Well, let's see if I can reset this. Oh no, it just resets your stuff. Change team? Alright, here we go. Alright. Wait, what? Alright, anyways. See how I got that health back? Alright, here it is. So when you're Shiv, this guy doesn't have a lot of health, so don't act like this is like level 1. No damage.
Now slow him down.
Just throwing some shivs into him, get the bleed going. Alright, so let's try to do... I mean, you're pretty far away, right? There are some characters that can get out of that, and it is super frustrating, so don't worry.
Knife work. I can't wait to stick.
I don't have any items, that's what I did. Alright, let's go. I hope they fix that bug. Anyways. Yeah, I think you're getting Shiv. We talked a lot about lane states. I think with Shiv, I never really...
Good luck. Excellent. Good luck. Don't mind the blood. Hey, your enemies will curse your name.
It's killing me without having
bleeding on the concrete.
that flex spot. It is so important. And this is why I was complaining.
Good luck completing the ritual.
It is so important for your team to push lanes.
Like that. I got some other stuff that fell off the good seeing
if you don't get this flex spots, the power imbalance is unbelievable late game. So don't forget to push lanes. Don't get the walkers, get the guardians. It's super important for you to push all the lanes out, because the more flex spots you have, the better off you're going to be. Right? See if it respawned him. All right.
No. Who's next?
That's a lot of damage. I mean, like it. He's only got. Why does he only have 2 health now? That's healing. We'll let him go for a while. But yeah, you can really get some solid damage going with Shiv here. He's like next level mobility. He's great, kind of like a pseudo bruiser. Really cool character. I don't recommend him for beginners because he's hard to play early because he takes so much damage. So you have to be able to play this game without getting frustrated. Because if you get frustrated, this is not your character. Because you're gonna have problems with him probably early on, right? Especially depending on your lane. Like if you're laning against like a Wraith or someone that has like range or Vindicta or something like that, they're gonna make your life hell for the first like 5-10 minutes. So just focus on farming. Just try to stay alive. And look, if you have to back, you can always... Like, there's one thing too, like I see a lot. People don't talk in this game, like communicate, and it's huge. Like you can use Pinglish, right? You can do the thanks, like the help.
Need help on yellow? Go in.
Right? You can actually chat, right? Like help on blue, whatever you want to do, right? But the most effective way to communicate, especially with him, is if you're by yourself, just hold T. Default, that's the active microphone. I leave it push to talk because I don't want to, because I'm usually shouting or doing something stupid while I'm playing. Definitely use this. So with Shiv especially, if you're laning by yourself and you need help, like ask one of your players, especially like a tank character, to come help rotate. Hey, could you come hold my lane while I go back and heal? Like, sometimes you're going to get trash humans and there's nothing you can do about it, but it's going to be better for the entire match if you communicate. I played a match the other day and all 5 of us had mics. It was unbelievable. And I think we won in like 12 minutes or some stupid time. Like 13 minutes. We frustrated a team so bad most of them quit. So when you have coordination like that, because you can ping on the map, there's no map here, but like if you're dead or, you know, if you see someone, middle mouse wheels ping, like, you know, if you see an enemy and you think they're gonna like gank you and your lane partner, ping them. You can ping the mini map if you like, I think it's like tab, and you can ping the mini map. So don't be afraid to communicate. I think that's one of the biggest things here, next to people not shooting the minions and just trying to shoot other humans, like other players, without taking the waves out. I think that's the biggest mistake people make in this game, is not communicating. And if you're losing your lane and you want to swap with someone, just ask them, or, you know, say, hey, could one of you come out of my lane and help? Yeah, it's going to create a 2-on-1, but it's also going to, for that team against one person, but it's also going to create a 2-on-1 for them too. So it's kind of 6.5 dozen the other. So yeah. Well, I think it's going to do it for me with Shiv here. Again, super awesome character. He's a lot of fun to play. I think that he's not a beginner character, but if you play the game a little bit and you like how he moves, you like his abilities, you think he's fun, like you want to play what you like, right? Give him a shot and just try him out and stand by.
Society has your number.
Yep. Well, I've been Shane with the Low Key Arcade, and we're out.
Try to keep up.